Welcome back to Passive Income for Life. I got this email the other day from Celsius, and I think BlockFi got hit a couple of weeks ago or a month ago. And we're looking at now, we're in the era of regulation. It's coming, it's here, man. We got to get ready. Basically, because we live here in the US, unless we're an accredited investor, we will no longer be able to invest and earn rewards on any new coins deposited after April 15th. So that's what they gave us for Celsius. If you see any other platform, the date may be different, but more or less, you have a certain date to get all your coins in. Anything that you put in before that date, you're going to continue to earn interest on. Anything that you deposited after that date is basically a custody wallet. You can do it yourself. Makes no sense to put it in Celsius or any of these other exchanges or platforms and not receive anything. I'm going to tell you about a couple of wallets that you can use to still earn rewards and get your coins off there. So from here on, from now moving forward, these centralized platforms are not the place to be if you want to earn rewards here in the US. So let's take a look to see what an accredited investor is. So in order to buy securities, you must qualify as an accredited investor. So Rule 501 Regulation D under the Securities Act of 1933, we're in 2022, but we're still governed underneath the Act of 1933, believe it or not. Very strange, but here we are. So what Celsius is saying is that some of the coins that they're offering on their platform or the reward program in itself may fall or does fall underneath the Securities Act of 1933. So now to determine whether or not something is a security, what they do is they use something called the Howey test. And what the Howey test is basically 4 questions. If all 4 questions are yes, that means that it is a security. If one of the questions is a no, that means it is not a security. So at one point in time, there was this company called Howey, and they had a lawsuit with the SEC. So there was Howey versus the SEC. And at that time, they were offering land and they were growing oranges on that land. Now, they did offer a return of investment on that land because they were going to be harvesting those oranges and you were going to get a return. Now, the SEC deemed that as being a security. So they went to court, and this is where we get those 4 questions for. So I'm going to go over those 4 questions so you get a better understanding of what they look at, they may deem a security. So is it an investment of money? The first question is, are you investing money? The second question is there expectation of profit? Third question, do the returns come wholly from the efforts of others? And fourth, is the investment in a common enterprise? So when I did my research, I felt that a lot of proof of stake coins, some of them out there, they did meet this requirement. Now, if you're doing consensus and you're doing proof of stake method of consensus, it does not meet that requirement because you're getting your rewards by offering a service. So if you're offering a service, that means that it checked that box as a no. And out of those 4 questions, and that one no means that it's not a security. So proof of stake as a consensus method is not considered a security. But proof of stake where you're using it as an investment, that may or may not be considered a security by the SEC. And I do feel that a lot of the proof of stake coins would be on their radar. Now, as the regulation in crypto market starts to evolve, there'll be several projects that will need to be legally registered with SEC or at least file for an exemption. If you remember, about 7 months ago, the SEC threatened Coinbase with lawsuits if they launched their reward program called Lend. At the same time, their stock also tanked. So, the SEC, if they start sniffing and they smell that something looks like a security, smells like a security, they're going to be all over you. They're actively trying to locate any platform or any exchange that meets the criteria. So some of those C5 platforms, they're like low-hanging fruit right now. And that's why we want to watch closely. We want to watch the XRP SEC lawsuit. I'm rooting for XRP to win. Right now, if SEC wins that lawsuit, best believe they're coming after a lot of these other C5 platforms as well as a lot of these proof of stake staking coins that are offering rewards. They're going to be on the SEC's radar. So beware that that may happen if, in fact, you have some of your coins that are in some of these places that may be on the radar. They may fit this criteria. This may be a good time to reevaluate what you're doing. Now, once again, this is why I like Midas. Midas Investments. Midas has assured us, at least for now, that U.S. citizens are safe. What they're going to do is disclose the identities of the U.S. citizens and accounts and asset values to the IRS. And what we're required to do by law and here in the U.S. as citizens is to file an annual report on any foreign account holdings or any taxes owed. Listen, at least for now, investors here are safe. We're going to report, Midas that is going to report over to the Financial Account Tax Compliance Act. FATCA is the acronym. And they're just going to disclose the identities of all the U.S. citizens and the asset values over to the IRS. So there's going to be some documentation. Maybe a form goes over and you're going to get documentation as well. And you're going to report that over to the IRS. And then you're going to report if there's any taxes owed, or you're going to report your foreign account holdings. Because right now, as you already know, Midas is over in Switzerland. We're in the U.S., so this will fall underneath that FATCA law. And that's pretty much what it is. No need to run out and break your neck or be concerned about reporting your taxes. We're going to get through this as we start to progress through this age of regulation. There's going to be a lot of changes. You just need to adjust. Like I said before, great time to look at DeFi. Check my other video about Anchor Protocol. That's a great way to get started. Very safe, trustworthy platform. But as always, that's not financial advice. I implore you to do your own research and invest wisely. I'm going to list some links below to some other places where you can stake. Right now, you have Voyager Invest, you have Coin Loan, you also have Hodlnaut, and you have Trust Wallet and Exodus Wallet that you can be able to take. You also have Crypto.com if you want to use that as well. Those are some places that you can continue to stake your coins or continue to earn rewards with no fear of regulators getting involved at the moment. So, take advantage of it while you can and get as many returns before things start to change. Like always, like, subscribe, share. If you have any questions, concerns, we can chop it up down below. Other than that, do your own research, invest wisely. I'll catch you in the next one.